This year, as gamers, we have been showered with quality independent titles that have honestly been putting some of the larger publishers to shame. We've had Amnesia: The Dark Descent revitalize the survival horror genre, Minecraft brought new life into sandbox gaming, and now the world can bask in the greatness that is Super Meat Boy as it quickens two-dimensional platforming. Super Meat Boy is brought to you by the wonderfully dark and artistic mind of Edmund McMillen, who created Gish and Blast Miner, among other awesome independent games. Tommy Rafenes was the one and only programmer for the title. Super Meat Boy is their first collaborative project together, and quite frankly, we couldn't be happier with the final product. As Super Meat Boy, it is your job to brave the wicked landscape and rescue your sweetheart Band-Aid girl from the clutches of the evil Dr. Fetus. Super Meat Boy can run and jump with the accurate controls of Super Mario Bros. 3, but he can also slide both up and down walls. As you progress through the game, the platforming gets increasingly harder. Each time you die, you have to retry to run the gambit all over again, many times. But before we go into all the wonderful things we have to say about Super Meat Boy, let's first go over our list of complaints. Great, now that's done, we can go on to our praises. We can say without a doubt that Super Meat Boy is one of the greatest platform titles of all time. Not since the days of the Super Nintendo have we been so addicted to a game that manages to retain this level of difficulty while still remaining fun and rewarding. The level design scratches all the right itches. They're fun and logical, but the wrong move will throw you instantly back to the starting line, and you'll only be left with a bloody saw blade as a reminder for all your past mistakes. However, upon completion, you can instantly see all your replays of that level superimposed over top of one another, making victory all the sweeter, especially on the more difficult levels. The art style is a wonderful throwback to 8 and 16-bit consoles, and the fantastic music reflects a similar personality as it skates between retro and contemporary sounds. At the beginning of each world is an homage to older video games, done in Super Meat Boy style. Super Meat Boy is also a very funny title. The cutscenes are absolutely hilarious, but they do skate on the dark side of humor. If you consider yourself a platform veteran, your skills will be tested. This is the first time in years that a video game has left our palms sweaty, requiring a mid-game trip to wash our hands. Super Meat Boy will beat you mercilessly, but masochistically you'll love every second of it. Once you think you've mastered the game, there's also a dark world and tons of hidden characters to unlock. Good luck. Currently, Super Meat Boy can be found on the Xbox 360, but soon enough it'll be available on PC through Steam and on the Wii through WiiWare. Everyone should play Super Meat Boy. In 5 years, it'll be one of those titles that people will use to define the category of downloadable gaming. It's difficult, but never impossible. With its huge number of levels and sub-levels to be conquered, warp zones to be found, a dark world to defeat, and hidden characters to be unlocked, Super Meat Boy is one hell of a bargain.